Welcome to Global Hypnotherapy, the podcast that helps you understand your mind, change what keeps you stuck, and move forward with greater calm, confidence, and control. Why do I keep ruining good things when they're finally going well? That's the title of this podcast today. Thank you for spending a little time with me today. I'd like to begin by asking you a question. Have you ever noticed that just when life starts getting better, something changes? A relationship is going well and suddenly you begin pulling away. Work is improving and you start doubting yourself. Someone genuinely cares about you, yet you become suspicious. You finally begin feeling hopeful, and then somehow you find yourself expecting it all to fall apart. Perhaps you've even caught yourself thinking, why do I always ruin everything? If you have, I'd like you to pause for a moment. Because I don't think that's the right question. What if you're not ruining good things? What if part of your brain is trying to protect you from losing them? There's an enormous difference. And understanding that difference could completely change how you see yourself. For many years, I've listened to people describe the same painful pattern. I always push people away. I can't believe anyone would really want me. I always find something wrong. I leave before they leave me. I destroy every opportunity. Eventually, they arrive at one heartbreaking conclusion. I'm the problem. Imagine carrying that belief around for years. Imagine believing that happiness comes into your life only because you're about to destroy it. No wonder many people become frightened of getting close to others. No wonder success sometimes feels strangely uncomfortable. No wonder peace can feel unfamiliar. Today, I'd like to suggest something different. Perhaps what you're calling self-sabotage is actually self-protection. Your brain has one overriding responsibility: to keep you alive, not to make you happy, not to make you successful, to keep you safe. And here's something remarkable. Your brain doesn't measure safety the same way you do. Your conscious mind may say, "Oh, this relationship feels wonderful." Your brain asks, quietly, how did relationships end before? Your conscious mind says, I finally found a job I enjoy. Your brain asks, what happened the last time you trusted everything was going well? Your conscious mind says, I think this person really loves me. Your brain whispers, remember what happened when you believed that before. Do you see what's happening here? Two conversations are taking place at the same time. One belongs to life you're living today. The other belongs to experiences your brain has never completely finished protecting you from. Think about learning to drive. After enough practice, many actions become automatic. You don't consciously think about every gear change or every mirror check. Your brain has learned the pattern. Emotional protection works in much the same way. If life repeatedly taught your brain that good things disappear, it begins preparing for their disappearance. If love was followed by hurt, it starts expecting hurt. If success was followed by criticism, it begins becoming uncomfortable with success. If trust ended in disappointment, trust itself starts feeling dangerous. Not because these things are dangerous, because your brain becomes exceptionally good at recognizing patterns. Even patterns that no longer belong in your life. Here's something I often ask people to consider. Imagine owning a smoke alarm that once saved your life. It did exactly what it was designed to do. One day it becomes so sensitive that making toast even sets it off. Every morning the alarm screams, "Would you throw it away?" Probably not. You'd realize something very important. The alarm isn't trying to make your life miserable, it's trying to protect you. The problem isn't its intention. The problem is that it can no longer tell the difference between smoke and toast. Your brain can become like that, not because it's broken, because it has become extraordinarily sensitive to anything that even remotely resembles previous pain. And here's where many people become trapped. They mistake the alarm for reality. They think, "I must be in danger," when in fact their brain is remembering danger. Those are not the same thing. Perhaps that's why this episode matters, because if you spent years believing I ruin everything, I wonder what it would feel like to consider a different possibility. Perhaps you've never been trying to ruin anything. Perhaps you've been trying to avoid being hurt. And while that strategy may once have made perfect sense, it may now be preventing you from experiencing the very life you've worked so hard to build. That isn't failure. It isn't weakness, and it certainly isn't proof that you're beyond help. It's simply evidence that your brain has been working incredibly hard, using information it learned a long time ago. Now, the wonderful news is this: the brain can learn, the brain can update, the brain can discover that today's opportunities are not yesterday's dangers. And that's exactly where we'll continue next time. Before we finish today, I'd like to leave you with one final thought. If there's one thing I hope you take away from today's episode, it's this: your brain isn't working against you. It's not working against you. It's been trying to protect you with the information it has. Sometimes that information is old. Sometimes it's no longer helpful. But here's the wonderful news, and I've said this many times before: the brain can learn, the brain can change, and so can you. Until next time, take good care of yourself. I'm Aidan Noone, and this has been Global Hypnotherapy. Until next time, bye for now.